show education real quick. Trade shows are very, very, very important for business. They're very expensive. They cost a lot of time and energy, and let's be real, emotion when you're trying to set it up and manage your booth. You may not have time to do your own banner, or you may just not be real design savvy and you're like, hey, that's not my wheelhouse. I make awesome shoes. Who wants to design my banner? Or who wants to head up my poster for the trade show? It's very, very, very important. So don't just throw it up there. This is very expensive real estate here. You really only have a matter of seconds to grab someone's attention when they're walking down this aisle of beautiful little booths decorated and designed with some people who are really good at it and some people who aren't. Don't be these people. Be these people. And an important first thing you can do before you ever start designing your poster for the trade show is to figure out and know the dimensions that your poster is going to be. Is it going to be a 4x8? Good, stick with that, because the design cannot change once you make the design to that sizing. I mean, it may be able to change, but let's put it this way. If you make a beautiful banner that's a 4x8 and it comes out to the sides and you have your purposeful borders, if you have to make that thinner, it's gonna squeeze the images in. It's gonna change the way the text looks. It's just not gonna be good, and it's gonna throw things off balance. So know your dimensions to start off, and then you're ready to design. If you're planning on doing these designs in-house, like doing them yourself or having someone at your company, kind of take over and figure out how to do banners, then you need to get a design app on the go. If you're an agency, y'all already got that covered. We know what we use. And just to let you know, I use design apps on the go. And here's why I'm telling you, you need to get it. Because if you're gonna be designing more than one poster, you're gonna be inspired when you're out sitting around, maybe having coffee or waiting for your friend. Who waits for friends anymore? Everything's online now. But if you're just sitting there and I don't know, you're waiting for your food to come out from the restaurant and you finally feel like a little bit of inspiration of, you know what I want to talk about on my banner is this in the company. You can just pull out your app and start designing it there. Trust me, it's very rare that any, creative just gets in front of a computer screen and is like, ooh, I'm gonna get inspired right here, just sitting here. Most of the time we get our inspiration other places. So be prepared to have a creative app that you can take with you on the go. When designing your poster, here are the 3 things you need to consider. Number 1, audience. Who is going to be walking by your booth? Who are the people in attendance going to be? Are they going to be industry people? Are they going to be just people walking in interested in this subject matter? Is it people who will be buying your products? Is it B2B? This is the first thing you need to ask yourself. Objective number 2, what are you drawing attention to? Are you drawing attention to a new service y'all are offering? Are you drawing attention to a new product you guys have out on the market and you want people to try? Are you just trying to get people to look at your business in general and be like, hey, just give us a call, just visit our website, just get to know us? Whatever your objective is, that's what you're going to create your entire message around. And objective number 3. It's just so boring to go like this, like 1, 2, 3. Objective number 3. It's all about branding. I know you guys hear branding all the time, branding this, branding that. What is it? Well, this means you need to make sure that you have a high-res logo. You can't have one of those really grainy logos because if it's not high-res, when they blow it up on this big poster, it's gonna look really bad and cloudy, and you don't want that. It looks, again, really unprofessional, and you want your stuff to look on point. So, high-res logo. Pantone colors, or the theme colors of your company. What colors do you use on your website? What colors overall are you using in social media? What colors are on your logo? These are all going to be colors that you can kind of choose from and play with depending on your audience and your objective. So that's where you bring those in here. And then the other part of branding is you want it to be cohesive with your entire online presence. So yeah, you want the font to kind of reflect, the font in your logo or the font on your website and your social media, but you want the entire feel, the entire voice to be very reflective of who you are. Remember, you just have a few seconds to grab people's attention and really give them that feeling of who you are as a company and what you can offer them. Why do you stand out like that? That's what you gotta show them. I do not want you to feel disheartened when you're trying to start designing things, like if you're trying to do your own poster for the first time, or even if you're an intermediate. Everybody starts off with something that they don't like. It's not like you're gonna start off with this beautiful piece and be like, oh, look what I did in 3 seconds. Like, most of the time it looks like really gross when you started, like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. And you start changing things and figuring out what you like and developing your concept. So just know that it's gonna be a process. As a matter of fact, I just did this literally like yesterday. I have a client, they're a granite company in Indianapolis, Indiana, and they do amazing work. And so they said, you know, we're doing a trade show. I was like, okay, let me help you because you're one of my clients. And I was really excited. And when I started, I was like, oh my God, I hate what I'm doing. It looks terrible. But by the end, I was so proud. It was magazine ready. No, I don't say that like, that's what everybody else said, but really, I was very happy with it at the end. But I'm just gonna show you my process, what it looked like when I started, and then what it looked like when I ended. So you'll be able to see like, ooh, does this girl actually do this for a living? Look how she started. No, it's gonna start out ugly. And guess what? That's okay. You only have a few seconds to grab their attention. So your branding needs to be solid. Your voice needs to be heard. And the way you look, it needs to look good. So if you feel confident to do it, good luck. If you have any questions and you're not a professional and you're like, hey, this may seem like a silly question, don't feel bad. I'm happy to answer any questions. If you guys want to know any good apps, you know, I'm a fan of Adobe products, so I'm probably gonna say, check out some Adobe. Otherwise, drop some comments on here, connect with me, DM me. Bye, y'all.